Demon King never imagined that he had only been dead for 500 years, but after being resurrected, he discovered that even an ordinary person could defeat him with ease. So, to reclaim the power he once had, the Demon King decided to follow Grace's advice and become a full-time streamer, because as long as people followed him, he would gain power from their faith, and his strength would grow accordingly. Just now, the Demon King had finally reached 1 million subscribers. To celebrate, he decided to go out for a walk. After all, he hadn't really seen the world since his resurrection. However, on the way, he unexpectedly ran into Grace being harassed by a big brute. Just as the brute was about to lay hands on Grace, the Demon King immediately stepped in and grabbed the brute's fist. At the same time, he wanted to test how much power he had regained after hitting 1 million subscribers.
Eat my fist! Red flag!
After witnessing the Demon King's immense power, Grace asked him for a favor, and to repay Grace's kindness, the Demon King readily agreed. Soon after, the two arrived at a warehouse. The task Grace gave the Demon King was simple. He would distract the guards, while she sneaked in to steal something. But before Grace could finish speaking, the Demon King charged out and took down the guard with one kick, and kicked open the warehouse door.
Pardon me.
Faced with an intruder, the gangsters in the warehouse quickly drew their guns to retaliate. But the Demon King didn't care, because he only needed to use a body-strengthening spell to effortlessly withstand the incoming bullets. Little did they know, this wasn't even a warm-up for Demon King. In the blink of an eye, the Demon King took them all down. But Grace, standing nearby, was still frozen in shock. Just as Grace was about to retrieve the cubic box, the Demon King stopped her, because a strong aura had suddenly emerged around them, and it was likely the box's final defense mechanism. But what Grace didn't expect was that the final guardian was a 4th-generation magical exosuit, which shouldn't exist in the hands of a gang at all, as its gear designated for the city's elite police units. Upon hearing this, the Demon King grew excited, because the previous battle hadn't truly tested his current power. Now this magical exosuit would serve as the perfect challenge.
My full power would pierce through the roots.
Demon King donned his armor, and drew a magic sword. At the same time, the magical exosuit began charging up, and in the next instant, the two clashed in fierce combat. But after several rounds, the Demon King was still seriously injured. The magical exosuit then began reporting to its superiors that the enemy had been eliminated. But how could a Demon King fall so easily? The Demon King stood up and loosened his limbs, then summoned his most powerful weapon from the past. Though it couldn't yet reveal its true form, it was more than enough to defeat the enemy before him.
You monster!
After dispatching the enemy, they successfully opened the cubic box, but inside they uncovered an earth-shattering secret.